Nice,
we are. I might have noticed in previous episode this little gem dumped here on this driveway. So
is this the one that got away, Dave?
This is the one. This is the one that no matter what happens, she gives me grief after grief after grief.
It was long,
and it just still just stays around.
And last MOT in what,
2009. The MOT ran out on it in 2010. So what I did when I was a kid, classic Subarus, Evo 6s, they would have done like you. That's what you wanted. I couldn't afford to buy one. I couldn't afford the insurance, even if I did buy.
You bought one.
Oh yeah. I couldn't afford the insurance. That was it. Yeah, because of obviously being young. So I brought a 2-litre non-turbo, as you can see, 51 reg, last of them, version 6, and then I brought a version 3 STI.
Yeah, version 3 STI. Because you could buy them for like 1,500 quid.
Yeah, I think I did pay. I think I paid 1,500 quid.
It was rotten as a pair.
Oh, it was nailed. Like it was just no good. It went to the scrapper. But now it's probably worth about £1 million.
So it's a version 6.
It's a full
version 2.
It's a version 6. Shape. Because it's got all the front end and the spoiler. This is a genuine P1 spoiler and that's all version 6. And then the car is completely version 3 STI, classic STI.
And you've even got these
look.
And this automates your rally driving, doesn't it, Dave?
100%. You know, look, just everything just falling apart on it. So if you have a look at the seats, I've got rare Colin McRae signed seats. I don't know what it come out of, but I managed to get them, and his co-driver on the passenger.
Did you have any seats in your donor car?
Yeah, I did, but they weren't. They were duff, and then these come up. I was like, mate, I'm having a bit of that, I am. But yeah, so basically,
version 3 dash as well.
It's a nightmare. So I had it all. I got it all converted. Booked it in for MOT. Day before the MOT, started it up, made sure it was all right, ready for the MOT. Lo and behold, the bottom end started knocking. So it got left.
Knocking? I never do that.
Nah, never do that. It got left. Then I found a closed deck block, but yet better. When I brought it, me and Stokes changed the engine over.
Yeah, I'm not too clued up.
Yeah, he's not too clued up. And he put the oil and the water on the wrong way round.
It's a breather for the oil, but I put a water pipe on the breather so it filled the box.
You had some nice breakfast, mate. Saving some for later. So he put them on the wrong way round, and when we were starting, it hydraulic locked, and then it was all creamy, and we was like, so I was having an argument with the kids, saying, you sold me a duff engine. He was ignoring me. I was going, I'm coming up with this engine, and you're giving me my money back. Anyway, I got it looked at, and it just, we just put the what's the names the wrong way. Yeah. But the reason it's sat here now is because I lost the keys.
Dave loves losing keys.
So I lost the keys to it. It's the second time now I've lost the keys to it.
Well, the second time weren't your fault. He was actually at the garage having some stuff done, or you was getting some.
No, I'm sure it was going to get MOT'd
again.
And the garage got robbed, and the keys got nicked because before it got MOT'd, because we're going to do it, they've got the power steering pipes has gone, so we're going to change that. We're going to do the locks, but today we're dragging it away from my mate's house because it's just made itself here. We're going to hotwire it. 90s style.
We don't know if it runs.
We don't even know if it'll run or not, but 90s style.
Like I said, it's been off the road, what, 12 years?
Yeah, 11, 12 years. And all I keep doing is just finding places to dump it, and then it just gets dumped there for a couple of years or a year, and then.
Actually, looks quite clean, considering you haven't actually washed this.
I haven't.
Donkey's years, have you?
Nah, as you can see, the spoiler, I had it sprayed, that's gone all naff.
And the
bonnet scoop. It looks like the bonnet scoop, it didn't even bloody flat it down underneath, it's just literally sprayed over. So I've got the new age top mount. I've also got a...
That pipe's bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, bigger. See, look, he decided not even to spray the underneath, which I don't even understand, so I've got to get that done. Obviously on the version 6 you get the headlights. Silly as it's saying, this is...
Did I put the wing on?
Probably, mate. Nah, you can put a wing on, it was already there.
I was just checking the because of the bolt missing.
Oh yeah, I just fuck knows. That's orange and on the previous ones it was black, as silly as that.
Well, these are clear. The front end's just different.
Yeah.
They did like a facelift.
So this is the facelift version 6.
Coilovers and that.
Yeah, I've got coilovers. It's got the speed lines on.
It's got a cat pipe in it. Wink, wink.
It's got the better brakes on.
Yeah, it's got the 4-pot.
Yeah, 4-pot. Or twin pot, 4-pot, whatever you want to say.
STI rear light.
STI rear lights. It's got a version 6 spoiler. It's got.
It's yours, HKS.
Nah. It's something. It's got something else stamped on it. But it is a 3-inch straight the way through, 3-inch down pipe.
Oh, it's HKS, mate.
Oh, is it? I've got HKS.
I'm not a Subaru hater because I've got an Evo, right? But I love the Subarus. I love this.
You went to buy one before you brought your first Evo. You were going to get a P. You were going to get a P1.
And I look, mate. If you pulled up in a 2-door Subaru, mate, you was the man.
Yeah.
But anyway, I ended up buying an Evo 7 in the end. I wish I bought the P1 because they've gone up stupid amount.
Oh yeah. Come on then, let's use a bit of leg power and get her on the truck.
Oh, she nice. Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's got a turbo timer as well, you know.
Intercooler spray.
Intercooler spray, the Nardo.
Oh, it's had the old Japanese sun on it.
Yeah.
Crime under there. Gear model. Well, you got the Nardi wheel. Mate, if you didn't have the Nardi wheel, you
weren't STI.
You know what you need though, Dave? You need them STI.
Side cover.
They look mint, mate.
I was thinking. Not sure if.
You need 2 more, didn't you, at the minute?
Yeah.
To do with it.
Because we could get it all up and running, raffle it off. So I'm sure there's some Subaru fans out there. But at the same time, I don't know if I should just keep putting it on people's drives.
Keep it all.
Yeah.
Keep it. You've had it this long now, Dave.
Yeah, I only think it owes me. It owes me.
Well, you paid about 1,500 quid. You paid £1,000 for that, the Sport.
Yeah, but I broke.
Yeah, and then
I literally, the standard one, I sold everything off it. I don't even know how.
Literally, when the lad who did it, Tom, he used to do a couple back in the day and he did them well.
Well, yeah. He takes the dashboard out and knows how to do that. I sold my engine. A geezer. Remember the geezer who sold me in? VW camper van, he put it in.
Yeah,
when they were like a £900 million, he was coming and buying engines off me.
So the Sport is the same engine but non-turbo. But I think in the camper vans they don't really want the turbo engine, and plus the turbo engine is quite, not unreliable, but it's not as reliable as the Sport.
Basically, mate, you get a turbo and they knock.
Yeah. Remember that?
Oh.
We bought. What did we buy? A wagon.
No, we didn't.
No, you did.
We didn't. It was like a Christmas.
I found it.
It was round about Christmas, and I was hungover. And he sent me this. Look what I've found. And it was an version 4 STI estate. It looked wicked. He was like, "Should we go and have a look?" But first gear had gone, and he just needed a few other little bits didn't he? Yeah, that was it. The arches had gone, and it was he needed the gearbox first because he only had second.
Well, he had second upwards.
Yeah. So we went and brought it, and I was saying to Stokers, "Fucking hell, this is all right, mate." We went out in it. We were launching in second and smoking everyone, weren't we? We were absolutely ruining everyone, weren't we? Literally, Stokes went to me.
No, he went to me.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to have a go? I went, nah, mate.
Yeah,
I
nah.
know my luck with these
Literally,
Subarus.
10 minutes later, I went, can you hear that? And he went, nah. And I went, all right. And anyway, we was going.
I could. But I felt that bad. I found this car. Nah, that's just that's a nail in the tyre or something like
mate, honestly, by the time we got home, it was cutting out, knocking its face off. Didn't even have it 24 hours.
And then another time when we bought a Subaru. Forester.
An S-Turbo that he made me go on with him.
London.
Went to London, made it down to the bottom of the road.
4 hours, I think it lasted.
Yeah, no, went down to the bottom of the road, and it was high. The geezer told us it was an earth, and I was going, there's no way. We got to the garage, boom, done. We went off the garage, pulled onto the motorway, and it just cut out, didn't it?
Seized.
Yeah, seized. So don't buy a Subaru.
We're back at base now, aren't we, boys?
Yeah, back at base.
Oh,
Be a lot easier.
You know what you're doing here, Jack?
yeah, they call me Three Finger Jack.
How many fingers?
I thought that was just your single name.
What, 3 finger?
3 Finger Jack. Call him Trigger Finger Jack.
Stay in school, kids. Don't try this at home. Do you know what I mean? Don't get doing this to your dad's Subaru. We've got it booby trapped, so if you work on the engine, you fall down the pit of death.
You know, Jack. Never
You got
mind,
all
never
that?
set you on.
Yeah, I know.
You're just ruthless,
that
aren't you?
doesn't-
Snapping them all off.
Mine just never stick you on a fucking half.
I've gone for the single din head unit versus double din oil. Oh, look at you, you animal.
Whoa, don't make it so I have to buy a new surround.
There you go. What we're working with now?
You got some wires and you got some other wires. So it's
Well,
them you want, yeah?
Yeah, I've hotwired this already because someone ain't done the screwing properly.
Oh, it's out.
Told you. We're good.
Right, get some flattered. Bloody hell, that was easy. Took us longer. Getting on the truck. Should have
just done that.
Should have just done this there, shouldn't we? Moment of truth.
Dave loves putting these on the wrong way around and blowing his
Oh.
You've done that a few times, haven't you, Dave?
Yeah, I've done it. My first one was on my an STI I had, and it popped on, and it didn't. I left it, and then the ignition. It must have reset itself,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
did it on a Focus not that long ago, and it never come
He
back.
gets confused. Some cars have a black positive, don't they,
Yeah.
and a brown negative.
Yeah.
And Dave just that blows his mind. Well, you need a bit of a flathead, I think. Okay, go. Hold on, let's check before we go crazy. Let's check the oil and water in it.
Yeah, probably should.
Yeah, let's check oil and water.
Oh,
See the turbo.
turbo's going.
Turbo timer.
Needs so much work, this does. Can give it away, man. Give it away, they'll love it. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. Get yourself a free ticket.
It's knocking, literally.
But we'll give it away when we see 150,000 subscribers. Moment of truth. Nothing. There we go. Nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Need a lead to start them out, I think.
Yeah.
Turn it the right way.
This
Ignition
kid-
all comes on, I think.
Kid for real.
It's alright, when he turns it, it's going to do something different.
Yeah.
Check he's doing. Yeah.
Apologise.
Right, we need some cable to the start. I think we've got a sticky starter. Right, so we've got a lead to the starter.
You want me to turn the ignition?
No, just leave the ignition on.
go
So
on then.
is it on?
Yeah.
Can you hear the fuel pump or anything?
Nah.
You sure you had the immobilizer removed?
Well, I only had a key for it.
Yeah. So now you try it. So that's working off the key now, isn't it? I can smell fuel.
Yeah. Reckon he's got no fuel, so he's empty.
Oh, we nearly went there.
Oh, it must be shite fuel, you know. Maybe go and get some fresh fuel.
Right, now turn it back on.
Yeah, right, it's on.
Turn it back on.
Yeah, it's off.
Now turn it back on.
Yeah.
Right, I can hear the fuel come through.
Yeah, I've just heard the fuel pump then.
Right, so turn it back on.
It's like bleeding the clutch.
This turbo's gonna be ice cold, man, with this timer.
I know.
You had a Subaru and you didn't have a turbo timer, mate. You weren't the man.
Nah.
That's
Need
it.
turbo timer for that turbo to cool down.
Yeah. Has it gone off?
Yeah.
Turn it back on.
I think
You reckon it's got no fuel?
it's either got no fuel, but imagine the fuel sat for 3 years now.
Let's go to the shop then.
Get some beers.
Yeah, let me ask.
This is a runner, man. This is. I know it is. Dave's overfilled his jerry can.
Oh, Dave. We said get petrol, didn't we? Set the fucking thing on fire.
It's a
Ow.
water van in it. Yeah, they clean windows.
How the fuck? Why don't you use the water to fuck me? That can blow up, that could. What? Feel the heat?
Now, I walked into town earlier and they was cleaning the windows down
Something's caught fire, ain't it?
I don't think they'll be cleaning any more windows.
He'd had
will
his
they?
Christmas lights on the dash.
He wanted to finish today, didn't he? Like, I ain't working over Christmas.
The boss has rang me. We've got a load of
having a
jobs.
big claim on that as well. Watch how much equipment they claim for in the back.
Had 17 hose pipes.
Yeah.
We had 2 of this and 4 of that and 3 of them.
10 water tanks.
Yeah.
He had his Rolex watch on the dash.
Yeah, he's around his rollie, weren't he?
PlayStation 5.
Yeah. Just picked his PlayStation 5
He had all
up.
his Christmas presents.
Yeah, all
in
his
there.
just been and done his Christmas in town after a job.
Yeah.
Let's see if the Subaru ends up like that van.
That tranny van? No, was it a tranny? Renault, yeah. Right then, we've got some fresh fuel. Should have thought about this beforehand, but you know.
I wouldn't put it all in case it doesn't start and you waste 20 quid.
Oh, the 5 are there already. That'll cost me 20 quid.
Just basically need a screwdriver on everything.
Just everything.
Screwdriver in the fuel tank. Screwdriver
On the ignition.
Try again. No.
It's like the back. It's like, I don't know, it's not.
Come on, give it a go. Sometimes if you tap the injectors,
They freeze up.
yeah, they're like C's. I had it on my Uno. Right, it's the injector, but there's fuel there because it just all went in the engine. That'll run now.
You reckon what now?
On that one cylinder.
Way!
It's running on that one
cylinder.
Because the fuel went in. So the spark's good. It's just not firing the fuel. See, if it was immobilised, I would say the fuel pump wouldn't fire. Yeah. So fuel pump's firing. There's fuel at the fuel rail. So it's as if it's not firing the injectors. We don't know yet because it's been a long time since Dave had the keys. But there was 2 little points on here for a immobiliser. Because these cars on a version 3 didn't have an immobiliser, so you just start them with no key in the immobiliser. So there's one here, but this is still all wired in with a box. So I'm going to check if that's all wired in, because I think that is cutting the injectors and the starter motor, and that's why the starter motor don't work when we do that. It only does it when I put a cable to it. This box for the immobiliser wires in. They've powered off some bits, but there's a cable been chopped there, which is that cable there, and they've kind of looped into that. And hopefully, if we cut all this out, put that to that, let's see. Probably won't, but let's see.
Oh, you're dangerous, you are.
Oh, nothing else changed.
Oh, blood. The fact that you just keep chopping away at stuff is scaring me, man. Oh, Dave, we're gonna have to take the dashboard out and put a new wiring loom in. I'll find you one. Him and Subarus and me, mate, just don't go together. Not even taking it easy. He's just literally just. Tell you now, mate. Something to do with that battery, that is. Here's another box. Fucking hell, man.
I think I've come to a conclusion.
What do you mean you have to have the...
If you go too far with it,
Don't break it.
I
No,
know.
try the bigger one. Try the bigger one.
she's running.
Try the biggest screwdriver.
She's running, Dave.
Yeah, but try the biggest screwdriver because you're going to wreck me bloody barrel with that.
She's run. I put that cable in the back in a different position, so it was that immobiliser.
I'm having it.
That sounds sweet, man. Dave, that sounds sweet. It was wired in, mate. That immobiliser was wired in. That you needed the immobiliser.
But I don't know why though. Because the key, there was nothing.
So you probably had to plug that on. Put that back in.
No. Oh! He's broke his mobiliser.
We've got to go to the pub anyway.
Yeah, we
Christmas
have,
drinks.
I'm going to shoot myself.
Oh yeah. Go and have one in the toilet, man. It's mint.
I walked in there and he threw up.
Sounds alright, actually.
Miracle at Christmas.
I'll tell you what, me and Subaru don't get on, but when we do, I'd keep that just in case, Dave. You never know. You'll find his keys tonight.
Imagine.
So, back again.
You taking the mick or something, Jack? You look a bit rough around the edges, mate.
Bit yellow.
We had a few beers last night, didn't we?
Yeah. So Dave's not here.
He's
Stokes is here.
Yeah. But he's eating a bacon. What was he having? A sandwich?
Yeah, 4 hours ago.
4 hours ago he was having a sandwich. We've waiting for him. What time is it now?
11:30. Yeah.
11:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
A few little bits. Tidy up the loom that Stoke chopped away.
I didn't chop it away. Well,
Yeah.
I did, didn't
Tidy
I?
that up.
Yeah.
Give it a wash.
Yeah.
Do a donut or something in it. And then
Well, the only problem we've got...
can't
what?
do donuts.
No. Dave's got something, hasn't he? Because he said he was getting something for
A new
it.
battery.
A new battery.
So we'll tidy it up while we wait for him. Hopefully he'll turn up soon, then we can do donuts.
Right. What we're going to do, Jack?
Put some tape on us. Just do it.
No, we're doing it properly, man. We're sorting it out. We're going to get into it, aren't we?
Yeah, let's get into it then.
Yeah.
So, that is your Subaru ignition barrel. Dave had the lock picked apparently. Don't know. So obviously steering lock weren't on. When he picked the car back up from the garage, when he lost the keys or the keys got stolen, whatever he did, he's lost them twice. Well, he's got one set stolen, second set he lost. That there is your steering lock, which goes into your steering column, which locks your column. So obviously when that's, your ignition is off, that is sticking out. But obviously if people are stealing stuff, they break that. But on, you know that we're doing this now. This is what they used to do back in the 90s or 80s or whatever. Back in the day, they used to either snap that. That's all that key is. It turns that barrel, and it's just a switch. So you used to get that and start it up. You know nowadays, you don't have to do any of this. Literally, they plug a thing in or whatever they do, keyless jobs, press the start button, everything, all the steering locks come off. It's like it's easier than back in the day without immobilizers and stuff, or they use signal boosters. It just basically they basically have the keys now. So I mean, what we're showing you, yeah, you might go, oh, everyone's going to get my Subaru stolen now. No, mate. They know how to nick these cars if they want to nick them. Do you know what I mean? Anything's nickable. But if this was the Sport or version 5, this would have had an immobilizer. So that's your chip bit for your immobilizer. So it reads that. You could do all this. You'll get the engine turning over, but it won't start because the ECU's got the immobilizer in. But on this, because this is version 3, and they didn't have a immobilizer, and obviously if you was in Japan and you stole a car, you'd have your hands chopped off. They chop people's hands off, don't they?
I don't know if they do it in Japan, but oh.
I think they do. No one steals stuff in Japan, mate. You get beaten and your hands chopped off. So they just didn't need immobilizers. Well, they weren't invented, I don't think. So what we're saying is now, one of you guys, if you can comment or message us or whatever, we could send this off to whoever you recommend, or if you say you can do it. We need a key making to this lock, not a new kind of combination in it. We need the existing combination, don't we, Jack? Because then that key will fit all the doors. Then we've got a lock set back. Then all we've got to do is get another immobilizer, because he's obviously lost that, and we can put an immobilizer back on. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, isn't it?
as you can see, we've got it up and running. We've took it out for a blast. Still a few issues at first. It was running okay. It's only run just over half a bar. I think the ECU is mapped to run to about a bar, just under a bar. So there's still a bit more in it. But as it got warmed up and we give it a bit, it started spluttering a bit. So there's definitely something. We think it's the boost solenoid. So that's just another thing on the list.
There's a lot of problems, stuff with the lights, mirror's not working.
Look at the size of this spider hanging onto it. Where's he been?
That is a true. Where's he been? He's been in the car, hasn't he?
He has.
Man, look at his back end.
Oh, mate.
Isn't it?
In Black Widow, that is.
Is the Black Widow?
Yeah.
So this is Dave, Black Widow. Anyway, if you like the content on this Subaru, we're willing to do more stuff on it.
Yeah.
There's loads of little bits what we've got to sort out on it. So if you want to see us do it, we'll do it. Like we always say,
like, share, follow and subscribe.
What Dave said, right? Because
and if you're new to the channel because you've seen this thumbnail, go and have a look at the other videos. You might like something else.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.